Well, concern is growing among travelers today following yesterday's terror attack in London. We're learning an American tourist was killed in that attack. Claire Newell is joining us now with some of the tips, some of the things you need to keep in mind no matter where you're traveling.
That's the thing, Sonia, is that it is because of the randomness, literally the randomness of the locations, the perpetrators, the motives. It doesn't matter where you're going these days. Any trip that you're taking, I think that there are precautions you have to take. I mean, other than saying, you know, you should really stay at home to stay safe. I mean, someone like me who's an avid travel lover is never going to do that.
Exactly.
But I'm going to take some precautions before I go on any trip. So here's some of the things. The first is you absolutely have to research and you have to register your trip. I don't know how many times we've talked about this, but travel.gc.ca. The government wants us to go as informed globetrotters wherever we happen to be going, so they'll even tell you places or parts of a city that you should avoid if there's protests or things going on. So read that information and then register your trip. So it doesn't matter if you're going to Palm Springs or you're going to Hawaii or you're going to South America or across the world, doesn't matter. Go on there, literally 3 minutes. Your passport, put in your name, your passport number, the dates you're going, the place you're going, and your contact number, and they will contact you in an event of an emergency like this if they need to.
So that's the benefit of it, that they know exactly where you are and they can find out about your whereabouts.
Exactly. It's for you. The other thing that's really important is no matter where you're traveling or what you're wearing, keep something on you that identifies who you are. Keep it in your bag, your pocket, keep it in a hotel room, in your rental car, because if something's lost, something's stolen, but also if there's an emergency, someone can know who you are.
Very good point.
You know, the other thing is we all leave details of travel plans, well, at least I hope we do, with somebody that we care about at home, so that they know where we are. The other thing is where it becomes important is yesterday, for example, my son was in London and I was looking, okay, the hotel is 100 meters away from the bridge. Okay, but no, he should be on a bus or at the airport right now at London Heathrow. And for me, I knew where he was at any given moment.
Exactly. Had you not known what time his flight was, if you had just known he's in London, I mean, your mind would have gone wild.
It was already going wild. So, yeah. The other thing is detail of your medical condition. So if you have a severe allergy or diabetes or something that people would need to know about in case you're, unconscious or something, that they have that information somewhere on you. So the other thing is a cell phone battery booster, and these days you can get them the size of a lipstick, but your cell phone is the most important thing. In fact, I didn't want to scare my son, but all I said was, "Hi son, what seat did you get on the plane? And by the way, is your cell phone charged?" And the reason I asked him that is because that is our lifeline. That's how I would know he would be okay. So just keep that with you. And then the last thing is to download ICE. Again, we've talked about this as in case of emergency, but this is so important. I wish I could show you my phone. Basically, you create a wallpaper that you then put as the wallpaper on your smartphone, so that as long as there's power in it, someone can open it and you can put in your name, your emergency contact, your blood type, your date of birth, everything that you possibly need to.
That's great to know. And yes, in case of emergency, I think that's the other thing going through people's minds right now. What if something happens when I'm on a trip?
Right.
Maybe I'm okay, but what are the steps I should take after that?
Right. That's the thing. I mean, if it happens, you need to let someone know at home, first off, because they're probably going crazy. If you aren't near it, just stay where you are to stay safe. I mean, get out of a crowd. If there's any crowds, if my son would happen to be in the middle of a crowd somewhere in a subway station, I would want him out of that right away to go somewhere that's quieter and, more safe. But because, again, the randomness of these things, you just never know where.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, I think we have